All right, we're gonna head out and get the local legend on Johnson Hill Road. I need to get that. I saw that I could get that yesterday, so let's go. So, first mile of this ride is nice and flat, easy. And then we start doing some hills. So it'd be a good little short, high intensity interval training. Sort of. Yeah, it's kind of not really. I mean, not structured or anything, but it's all good. Hitting the first climb of the day. It's a little one, it's not too bad, but okay, so we're hitting the right fork here, continuing up this climb. You get flat here and then it goes up again. There's a final part of this climb. I'm gonna have to adjust my hair. My hair's getting too long. I gotta cut it. Whew, it's getting my eyes. Slightly over 10 minutes into the ride. We're going to turn on Kendall Mountain Road to start this loop, and this is where the dirt begins. Okay, I've switched the camera to Super View. By the way, I'm recording this on the GoPro Hero 5 black. Older GoPro, but sometimes I feel it looks a little bit more realistic on the older one. 1080p at 60 frames per second, and Super View now from wide. And I'm just taking it easy on this descent because the road's a little moist from the morning stuff. This is about a little before 10 in the morning, maybe, when I'm out here. Right around 10 maybe, so still a little moist on the road, and you can see this part's drying up because it's in the sun. But we're going to hit a little climb coming up here soon, then pop back onto pavement for a bit before we get to Johnson. And here's the little bumper that we hit before we pop back onto the pavement. I'm going to do a little quick burst up here. I go back onto the pavement at that stop sign there. Okay, on this downhill, I'm going to take a rolling safety brake. So I'll keep pedaling, but they're kind of really light. I'm taking more of a coasting safety brake, but the other day I did hit the gym at the school. Did 3 reps at 225 for bench press. So according to a Reddit poster, if you can bench 225, you're a big bad man. So I'm still a big bad man times 3, but not where I was last year where I benched 275. So probably max is around 245, 250 right now, which is okay. You know, I'm about to turn 50, so you can't stay big and bad forever. You gotta maybe drop some weight and become not as bad. And that's a price that, you know, you have to pay for getting old, I guess. All right, so now we're turning on the Johnson. This is the climb. I could get the local legend today. Depends if the other guy rides it today, then no, but maybe. It's a nice dirt road. but steep climb at the end. And it's a bumper, so we'll go up the little first one, goes up above 13%, the little first bump, and then I'm going to have to take a pedaling safety brake for the second bump, which goes above 15%. And there's some loose stuff, and we got some loose stone here. This is just nice and flat past this river. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this whole past month, we're closing in on mid-May, but since I got back from Colorado, I've been coughing with allergies. It's finally starting to ease up a bit. It's cold too, I got sick. So that's finally starting to ease up a little bit. But there is some, stress at work and that kind of stuff. School budget didn't get passed, so we'll have to see what happens for next year. But so that's weighing on you. But got to keep riding. Glad I'm back out. Just rambling along. Okay, we're coming up the first little bump here. It's like a series of bumps up this thing. So you see we bump, and then we do another bump right after it. And then I gotta take a rolling safety brake. Okay, we're safety braking here even a little bit. So its grade is about 4%. So I'm just going easy. Trying to get my heart rate back down for the little pitch. Final pitch. Do a little weave. Back in my racing days, I'd go up something like this, 20 miles per hour. Now I'm doing 3. All right, hitting the final pitch. This part pumps above 15% on dirt, which is rough for a 280-something pound guy. Just finishing up, doing a little cool down here on the flat. Gonna get about 35 minutes in. I think 30 to 45 minutes riding right now is kind of my jam. Not a ton, but just enough. Trying to do, right now with school and all the stress, I'm trying to do 3 days a week on the bike, which I know it's not a lot of training, but, and then a day weightlifting, 4 days of exercise per week. then hopefully I'll do a little bit more during the summer. I teach in summer school, but that's kind of half-day stuff, Monday through Thursday, so it's not a big deal. Should be able to get a little bit higher miles in during the summer.